1. Define microeconomics and macroeconomics. 2. Distinguish microeconomics and macroeconomics in terms of nature and scope, and 3. Enumerate microeconomic and macroeconomic activities. Before we proceed to our discussion, let us try to answer the following questions. Question number 1. Which of the following statements is true? A. The main concern of macroeconomics is business sector. B. Microeconomics deals with a larger scope of the economy. C. Microeconomics and macroeconomics can be applied in real life. D. Studying macroeconomics is more important than microeconomics. The answer is C. Microeconomics and macroeconomics can be applied in real life. Number 2. Which of the statements is not true about macroeconomics? A. It is used to address national economic problem. B. It can predict future events. C. It deals with poverty, education, aggregate production. D. It discusses the law of demand and supply. The answer is D. It discusses the law of demand and supply. 3. Which of the following statements does not describe microeconomics? A. It seeks to answer the household management. B. It can predict future events. C. It deals with poverty, education, and aggregate production. D. It discusses the law of demand and supply. The answer is C. It deals with poverty, education, and aggregate production. 4. Which of the following statements refers to macroeconomics? A. Agricultural production. B. Pricing strategy. C. Both A and B. D. None of the above. The answer is A. Agricultural production. 5. Which of the following statements refers to microeconomics? A. Profit maximization. B. Gross national income. C. Both A and B. D. None of the above. The answer is A. Profit maximization. We have learned that economics is interdisciplinary with the different field of studies. Both natural and social sciences are part of studying economics. Because of its scope and nature, there is a gap when it comes to addressing issues concerning a specific type of problem. Microeconomics is a branch of economics that studies the behavior of individuals and firms in making decisions regarding the allocation of scarce resources and the interactions among these individuals and firms. Microeconomics seeks to understand what happens when there are changes in certain conditions, in relation to household preferences and decisions, resource management, individual demand, business supply, and market activity. One of the microeconomic principles is demand, supply, and equilibrium. Price is the determinant to consumers and suppliers according to the law of supply and demand. As prices decreases, the suppliers will produce less products while consumers will buy more. Production theory. An economic theory which relates the creation of product with the given input materials. Consumer theory. This theory explains how people decide to spend their money based on their individual preferences and budget constraints. Macroeconomics is a branch of economics that deals with study of the performance, behavior, and decision-making of the whole economy. It includes aggregate demand and supply, government policies for the country, national income, international trade and etc. John Maynard Keynes is known for his economic theories Keynesian economics, on the causes of prolonged unemployment. His most important work, The General Theory of Employment, Interest and Money, advocated a remedy for economic recession based on a government-sponsored policy of full employment. He is recognized as father of modern economics and macroeconomics. One of the macroeconomic concepts is gross domestic product. It measures the overall performance of the economy through the aggregate output produced in the country. Phillips curve. It shows the relationship of unemployment with inflation. There's an inverse relationship between the unemployment and inflation rate. Fiscal policy. A tool used by the government to attain economic goals through taxation and spending. Monetary policy. A tool used by the central bank to control the interest rate and money supply in the economy.